It's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Wilson to throw right away.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
Take it at the 37. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They run once more with Taylor.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Wilson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Steps away to his left. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. The Vikings at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking to them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Folk's kick is good.
And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
And both teams kind of feeling each other out here after 3 drives without a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for the breakout drive to come to them. Right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one caught out wide by Julio. And he is going to lose yardage here. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's London. And I think the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes our score 17-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there. A give for Taylor running right side.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
The Lions on third down.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
On third down, here's Taylor.
And he is out of bounds here. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some point.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Chuba Hubbard.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Wilson's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
second down at 4.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket.
He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And they're able to work this to the 24 before it's all said and done. First down there and a pickup to 25.
Time to give some credit to the big calls, the offensive line here, because you've got that good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Vikings first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
36 power.
Gonna run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Cooper Kupp His first rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Folk connects on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's called the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some personal decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not got another turnover on his ledger.
Down. Strike 2. Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to have the Lions first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Guess who? J.J. Watt. As he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw here.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Vikings are going to have it as they start down 24-yard line. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. This one out quickly to Watkins. They juked him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 4. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Wilson. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Carl Lawson, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Flush to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
Just well outfield across the 45. Big play there on the catch and run. And a result in a fresh set of downs.
We don't forget for the short-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. On on the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. There's Wilson. Going up top for Kupp. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hurry.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
On 2nd and goal. Wilson, throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder.
Folk's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking downfield for Jones. And now here's another interception.
And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 33-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. Well, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
2nd and 11.
Throwing is Wilson. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Lakers.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken past the 30.
Those INTs all sting. When you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle.
And they are going to score again. Another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Folk for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through.